I am a SillyPseudonym, and we're going to play some Spirit Hunters Infinite Horde. It's a game just came out a few days ago, still in early access, very similar to Vampire Survivors, though still nowhere near as developed, not as many options as best I can tell. But it does have a cutesy little art style instead of the sort of, I don't know, turn of the 90s design of Vampire Survivors. And we have our upgrades here. Don't know what these things are, but we have been able to collect some runes and crystals in my first playthrough, which I did as a quick test run. I did enjoy the fire, so maybe I should invest in it. Increase its speed and damage. The other one I enjoyed was spears, so maybe we should try spears instead. Sure, let's try spears instead. So I'll invest 30 for this to get some extra spear attacks, more damage. Reduce the cooldown, increase damage. I think I'll just go ahead and lock all this. Okay. Side scroll grades increased by 5%. And damage banner upgrades increased by 1. But I have to complete challenges. So I've completed enough. I've killed enough sandworms to unlock this one, but not this one. Not that it matters because I still need more runes. I see. I see. Don't know what that means, but okay. And last time I tried playing as Magnus the Dark Mage, it seems to be more healing-centered build. This time let's try Vivian the Sorceress. Soul magnets are the experience points. So this gathers more souls from further away. Unlike in Vampire Survivors, you only have a few seconds to collect resources. Not, just 3, but still. You leave them on the ground for 10 or so seconds, resources do disappear. And let's start with these spheres. They have a 25% chance of dropping blue souls. Okay, so more experience from them. Give it a shot. Start with a desert, no curses, no challenges or anything. So let's give it a go and see what happens. Much like Vampire Survivors, you don't really have any control over when your blades attack or what they attack. They just attack things and you go from there. We could get an arrow that just attacks a straight line, and cleave sort of does a small area attack in front of you. But I think we'll just stick with getting more spears out. You see, some enemies are tougher, they take more hits. And these basic skeletons just die from one hit. I did enjoy that orbital fire, but if you're going to offer me even more spear attacks, I'll take it. Grab all the experience I reasonably can. Decrease cooldown, that sounds nice. When you take an upgrade, you push away nearby enemies. So, as you can see, this little experience is blinking, and in a second, it will just vanish altogether. Increase damage or increase AoE? Let's try AoE. There you go, see? So the experience does vanish, and the same goes for your meta-grade currency, runes and crystals, and other things as well. There are, for example, in these crates, there are things like money, which you can use to buy from merchants that you can find on the map. Get even more spheres, why not? We have more enemies. I probably do need to get another weapon going. But it's fun to just see how crazy you can build up one weapon. I am missing the healing. The other character I played in got some healing for every upgrade it received to certain things, so all of a sudden not getting that healing Makes me a little bit more worried about our survivability. Even more. Sure, why not? The enemies for right now are still fairly weak, so hopefully we won't. Yes. Kill them all. Kill them all. Even more spheres or faster cooldown? I guess we go with even more. I've changed my mind. We're never using any other weapon ever again. We can also use money to reroll options. I forgot to point that out. You can go here, spend 50 gold. Of course, we don't have anywhere near that much, but it is something to consider. Looks like we have to unlock something, so let's get our good old friend Orbital Fire back. It just slowly rotates around you, damaging any enemy that gets close enough to it. I'm going to lose a lot of this experience, but that's okay. We'll get more, I'm sure. Alright, fire. Increase attack size. That sounds useful. Oops, I did not see you there, enemy. My apologies. Do need to be more careful. Increase damage over time, get arrows, increase damage from orbital fire. I'd really love an increase in rate of rotation. Got a rune from that enemy. That is a meta currency. Like what I used to upgrade the spheres earlier. Increase damage or increase cooldown? Let's get this cooldown. I am feeling a tad overwhelmed by some of these enemies now. Much better. Guess we'll go with the cooldown. But that noise means we have hit a monster, and you can see down here we have a sort of timer. I managed to get to the final boss in this area on my first playthrough, but didn't beat it, so we'll see if we are luckier this time around. I'll take that money. Oh, you couldn't see it probably, but that crate did contain a heart. But there is a chest over here. Now, unlike, again, something like Vampire Survivors, you do not instantly get a chest by running into it. You have to stay near something and fill up this circle before it will unlock. So as soon as this circle reaches 100%, we get lots of goodies. And as you see, we killed that boss over here. And once again, we have to stay near the chest it drops. Let's get this speed up. And there's health right there. Like all the other resources, it too will dissipate over time. So if you do not collect it, it goes to waste. So grab it while you can. Try to get that rune. Well, all the runes, please, and thank you. Just get the critical, not critical, but regular damage up. I think I want that more at the moment than the rest. It's feeling a little bit weaker against these mid-level enemies. Get this orbital fire orbiting faster so we get more enemies. I am liking these spheres so far. They're pretty good. A little random. You do need other weapons to help manage it. But I will happily take the extra random damage it does apply. Increase AoE size even more. Sounds like a good idea. Hello, you are a cactus with bombs on your head. How innovative. I have to be out of the circle and lose progress, but I don't want to get run into by too many monsters, thank you kindly. He says he gets run to again. Increase speed by more, but we could get even more spheres out. And really, what kind of choice is that? Ouch, pain, ouch. Even more spheres, better arrows, or faster orbs. Sphere, I need you to hit more enemies that are near me. Could try for cleave, but I'm a little bit worried that our current setup is going to be inadequate. This will give us crystals, if I remember correctly. Makes sense. It does look like a giant crystal stuck in the ground, after all. Increase damage, or decrease cooldown even more. So much experience. Let's increase the speed at which these things orbit around us. Maybe hit a few more enemies that way. Increase damage. Either way, more damage, I suppose, is a good thing. Hello, enemies that pop out of the ground and scare me. Lovely to see you. Increase size, increase damage over time. I guess slightly larger arrows will be nice, but ooh boy, we are in trouble here. Good news is we killed the boss. Bad news is we're probably going to kill ourselves. I guess we increase our damage even more. Try to clear a path for us, but yeah, we are in a little bit of a bind here. A little healing, thank you very much. I do like these spheres. They're very helpful, but they're also random. Take that extra healing, thank you. Oh dear. These enemies that pop out of the ground. Not my favorite, not my favorite. Even more spheres, please. Yeah, the spheres were doing very well when there were fewer enemies, but now that there are so many of them, it's a little bit of a different story. I am glad for the orbital fire. Not glad for that enemy hitting me. Increase AoE size. Yes, please. Nope. 70 enemies. Increase AoE or increase number? Let's increase the number even more. Try to find some more healing somewhere, anywhere, please. Thank you. Here's the boss chest we never collected from last time. Do you have any healing? Yes, you do. Thank you. I guess the lesson we've all learned today is run away from your troubles. Don't confront them, just hide from them. It'll all work out in the end. I fooled you. You thought I was going south, but instead, I'm going north. Increase damage, increase speed, increase attack size. Let's get even more speed on this thing. Another thing I dislike about the spheres is I can't always see the enemy. If they do survive, they're in there somewhere and I can't see them, which is a bad thing. Increase damage, or increase AoE. Let's get this on more AoE. Maybe we can get a few more enemies killed from all this. Oh yes, I'll happily pick that up. These beetles are annoyingly tanky. Oh, health, please, thank you. Bosses. No thank you. Increase damage, AoE, increase damage. I think I need to start increasing the damage on the spheres. The enemy health scaling is starting to catch up to them a bit. There we go, thank you. Ouch, pain. Increase attack size or increase attack size, essentially AoE. Still taking damage. Quite pointless damage, oftentimes, too. But to be fair, I still don't have a good sense of the hitbox of these things. Faster arrows, faster fireball, or more damage over time. I'm not too impressed by the damage over time. Maybe if we had more damage output already from it, it would be better, but the damage over time on the fireballs doesn't seem horribly impressive to me. Didn't quite make it. Still pretty decent for a first try with this character. Decent number of runes and crystals. Alright, let's go back to our oracle and see what we can find here. You have performed very well. Ah, that's kind of you to say. Should I invest more in this? Or should I go down here and do something else? We're not ready for hard mode, I don't think. Increase health by 2, increase health by 2. Okay, so we'll see what this does for us. Increase damage, increase health. Let's start with a 10% increase to our rotation speed. Okay, so this one's all about gathering more experience faster. This hero has more healing. Yeah, more healing, more healing, more healing. 10% chance to heal 1 HP on cast. Okay, so get a lot of cooldown going. Let's try this again with this hero and see if that extra healing is really what makes the difference or not. Give me your experience. Decrease cooldown. More firing means more healing. Yes. More damage, or let's get this fireball as well. Let's have all of our friends here. Ah, just run into the enemy for no good reason. Try to get a little too fancy with this fireball. Faster cooldown. I think I take all the sphere cooldowns I can with the healing it provides. It's not a huge chance, but essentially 1 HP times 10. 10% chance for it, right? Yeah, 10%. On each cast. So yeah, we take even more cooldown, of course. More cooldown. Give me your healing. Kill the enemy. I got used to playing with the arrow. I could unlock the arrow now. Or do I need to focus on what I have currently instead? I don't know. I really don't. But I guess experimentation is how you learn how to do these things. Or in my case, you learn nothing and keep doing the same mistake over and over again. One or the other. One or the other. Yeah. Fiery bat creature. We are going to fight tougher enemies soon enough. Let's go down here to this chest. There's a little rune over here. Yeah, trying to get this. I got used to the other characters' extra pickup range. And now I'm wondering, why can't I collect that experience? That's right over there. More spheres, more fireball damage. I want both of those. I wasn't too impressed with Cleave when I tried it. It didn't seem to have a huge amount of range without a lot of points upgraded. I was put into it to increase the range, so I don't know. Maybe that's one of those things you really need the meta upgrades before it really starts being good in the early game. Increase damage, increase speed, increase damage. Let's increase the damage on our fireball so we can do a little bit more damage to these bigger mummy creature things. I'm tired of them surviving so many hits. Ouch. Wasps. Shoo, shoo, shoo. Okay, we cool down, of course. Get that healing. So much healing, of course. We've gotten all of 3 in the last few moments. Ouch, pain. Decrease cooldown even more. Yes, yes, yes. It's another chest up here. More chests, more better. And there's a boss. Or sub-boss, I think, as the game calls it. Increase damage, or get arrows. Let's increase the damage on these. And hope it works out. Don't like you, tornadoes. You're annoying. Thank you. Sure. Get even more spheres out. I do remember how overwhelmed we started feeling in this setup earlier, when the enemies started becoming more and more numerous, as they are now. Let's try to have a few more spheres out so we can get some crowd control, as it were. I'll take that heart, thank you. Love that rune, but how do I get up there to it? Don't know. Let's get this attack speed up so we can hit more enemies with the fireball. Increase damage or get arrows going or reroll, but I'm happy with just some extra stats on our current equipment. How much am I willing to risk for a rune? Apparently a lot. Increase attack size. Let's finally get this arrow going. I do feel the need to have something to help clear out enemies in the direction I am moving. Of course, it hasn't been upgraded, so it's pretty weak at the moment. Let's increase the speed even more of our little rotating fireball. We already have one speed increase thanks to our med upgrade, so that part is nice enough, I suppose. Ouch. Let's increase the attack size a bit. What are you? I don't know, but you scare me. Go away. Try to get some fire damage on it. I have no idea what's going on here. Leave me be. I want these hearts, please and thank you. I just want to leave this area. Oh, I see a shop down here. Increase the damage from our orbital flames and hope this shop is not horrible. I'll happily convert some coinage to something else. Alright, we can get some healing, or we can get some crystals, or we can get some experience, or some runes. Don't even know what crystals are for, truth be told. 60 runes. And that's all of our money, so I guess we just leave. Oh, we have to actually pick it up ourselves, that's right. I forget. We actually have to pick it up ourselves. No, just letting others do it for you. No, no, no. Really, though, if you think about it, would you go to a shop where you had to pick up things yourself like that? Can you imagine going to the grocery store and they just... Yeah, you go to the grocery store and they just drop it right on the ground. And you go, sure, thank you. I appreciate that. Good service. I'm going to miss so much experience up here. But you can't have everything, I suppose. Oh, I did not see you behind that pillar. I think I'm trying to be too greedy with these chests when I should really just make a run for it. No healing, of course. Oh, these little wasp things are so annoying. Another merchant. Do I have enough money for anything? I will happily take some healing. Punch hearts times +5? That's not a lot, is it? Still. Okay, so they're hearts, not just... That's not how much health you heal, that's how many hearts you are getting. Ah, good to know. I feel informed now. Also, that I am still being too greedy trying to get these chests instead of just running from all these enemies. Let's get this AoE up. Maybe that'll help a little bit with this nonsense. Ouch, pain, ouch, pain. I'm just going to force my way through. You can't hold me here forever. Oh, that's crystals. I don't know if I can stay in the middle of all this. Let's increase this damage. These armored scaraby beetle things are rather tanky. Not very big. Not very powerful, but are annoying. Oh. I'm just trying to kill the boss. Happily take all this. What in the universe was that? I do not know. Happily take the healing. I want both of these. Guess we increase the number. Right now I'm more worried about numbers than I am the speed of our fireball, though of course both would be nice. I thought I could squeeze there, but I was mistooken. Oh, come on. One unwise mistake after the other, I'm afraid. Increase damage on these arrows so they can actually damage things. That seems a bit much. Oh, yep, just run into the enemy. Oh, like I said, just run into the enemy. I want a character speed upgrade. Where's the character speed upgrade? I'm sure there'll be a character based around something like that. I would not be at all surprised, but that way, I don't know for certain. No healing this crate. Yeah, that's gonna be it for us. Alas, alas. Not too terrible. Got some bonus crystals and runes. Let's see what we can do here. Need to defeat rats to unlock that. Wish we could see what these unlocked eventually. Get some rotation up. Okay, I need you to go away so I can actually read. Is that worthwhile? I don't really know what 5% does in this case. Can increase the damage of our fires as well. Not enough for that one, I'm afraid. And that's probably going to be... Well, we could do something maybe with that. Yeah, that's going to be it. For hundreds of years. Well, we're not doing a very good job of it, apparently. Anyway, I think that's enough for now. Pretty fun little game. I might play some more, get some experience, and show off what else will happen, but I think it's a pretty fun one. Has potential, put it that way. Like I said, very similar to Vampire Survivors in some ways. In other ways, it has its own little twist on it. And I'm curious to see how it'll go and what will come of it. There's definitely still quite a lot of upgrades, that is for certain. Nonetheless, for the moment, I shall thank you all for stopping by.